People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, could be located at people.etsy.com. And earlier today, I added my live water solution and my oils in 2 separate containers. Figure I'd come home, make some soap. So for one small problem, my oils thickened up, so I had to take it downstairs and microwave them back to being totally liquid, and then I had to wait extra long time for it to cool down. So in the meantime, I have some titanium dioxide in here, and this is going to be a unscented soap. And it's going to have one color, that'd be the titanium dioxide, and it's only going to be used on half the batch. I'm going to be making a tone-on-tone soap. I got the idea from the fact that natural soaps can be anywhere from a brown to a ivory, and you almost never know what you're going to get until you mix up the soap. And then people add titanium dioxide to get a pure white effect. Well, what if I wanted the natural look of the soap and the pure white to compete with each other? Because I like the looks of both of those. And since it's going to be an unscented soap, figure might as well have some fun with it. So that's what I'm doing. In here I have some silk and a couple of additives that'll make the skin feel amazing. Oh, I want to put a little bit of sugar in there to give me lather. But since I don't see my sugar at the moment, I'm just going to depend on the soy, the coconut, the sunflower, and the canola to have that same effect. Let me just connect my stick blender because we don't want those to interact until it's time to. I'm thinking do this as a drop swirl, and I'm thinking the main color is going to be the titanium dioxide, and the rest of it, the drop swirl part, will be the natural color of the soap, because that way I can make sure of a certain look. Because sometimes if you drop swirl a certain way, the entire inside of the soap might eat up the other color you're going for. So there's a certain color I want front and center, and a certain color I want to play peekaboo. So here we go, straining all my silk and the additives and so forth and so on. There. And then I'm going to stir it by hand for the first few rounds. I'm going to move this out of your field of vision. And I just found my lemon fragrance oil. I know what I'm going to do with that a little bit later. Oh, and this is going to be in the 3-pound mode, just because I could put it in the 3-pound mode. That's the size I test at. I don't test 1 or 2-pound modes, because they just, for some odd reason, maybe it's the stick blender or maybe it's just the way I do things, but 1-pounders and 2-pounders give me a whole lot of splash, whereas a 3-pounder doesn't give me a splash. Anything higher than that does not give me splash. Here we go. Well, that traced rather quickly. Probably because of the soybean or the temperature, one or the other. So before it gets crazy up in here, let's go ahead and pour half of this. I just turn this whole thing around like this. That way I don't have to worry about the spoon. There we go. That should be about half. And if not, it's not really going to matter. And just in case that was a false trace, I will continue to blend as I go anyway, because, well, that's what I do. Because this is only two colors and technically no scent, and one color is actually the same as the other color, I don't have to worry about a false trace or the color separating. I'm just getting it in the mold and then getting it blended. And that's more bubbles than I was going for, but anyway. Now, my nose is itching. Now, let's see, where's my spray bottle of alcohol? Well, that's one of them. And of course, let's see if I can put that where you can actually see it. So here we have a batch of all white soap. And then here we have a batch of all natural color that I'm going to pour directly into the soap, drop swirl style. First, I'm going to disconnect this because I bumped it. It needs to send away. And see, that's why you do that. Yeah. Now, let's go get the handy dandy butterfly. Now, there's the white. I'm actually going to put this over here. For a second thought, because I am done with that, I'll just do this. And put it away. Something extra I need to do, like find my skewers, or shall we say one skewer from the great big box of skewers that I have over here. Oh, and then I'm going to, I don't know, swirl the top some kind of way. Let's do something to this. And this is a slightly slanted surface, so I'm going to turn it around. There we go. And I will be posting pictures and 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. This has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned. Bye now. And final squirt with the alcohol. And out. That this is the mode that tends to bevel out. So I took 2 tall narrow modes and I basically made a brace so that way it can't bevel out. And then when the soap's completely set, I will bring you back so you can take a look at it. But this is what it looks like now. Is that gorgeous or what? You'll notice it's looking like it's a little beige and a little white, so forth and so on. By the time it's set up for the cure, it will either be all white or beige and white, or maybe some brown and some white. Any variation on the color would be dependent on the natural color of the soap, and the bright white is from the titanium dioxide, which I used within range, so that way there's no rivers. So it's just going to be a variation or a tone on tone on white versus natural soap. So I'm going to show that to you again, and then I'm going to show you the butterfly, and then I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be the cutting video. Bye now. Is that cute? Why?